Good morning, chat. Hope everyone's doing well today. Gonna be a little bit of an awkward start today because, for whatever reason, Rumble is just deciding not to rumble today. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the music started and you're gonna have to give me a minute. Yeah, I thought I had everything fixed up by starting to use Rumble Studio, but that is just not working. Like, at all. Alright. Well, back to the old way of doing it, I guess. Well, now today you guys are going to get to learn how to set up a Rumble stream. And I will not show you the streamer configuration stuff. Sorry. Yay. Just a second. Oh, I guess you guys can see that. That's fine. Now the part you guys are not allowed to see. Stop that. We're gonna delete that. Since apparently Rumble Studio just is not gonna work for me. That's fun. Okay. Okay. We're live. Huzzah! Let me just make sure YouTube is live as well. Yeah, YouTube is working. Rumble's working, YouTube's working. Yeah, so I don't know what to do about Rumble. I'm thinking one of these days I might test running Rumble without Kick, because it could just be that I'm running into an upper limit here. And maybe Rumble is being deprioritized. Also, hi Rumble! Just was having trouble getting you guys connected, but you're here now. Okay. Actual plans for today. Oh right, I forgot I have the extra steps for Rumble as well. Oops, 1 second. For reference, guys, to have the shared chat across platforms, this changes every single time. And for those of you over on Twitch, you guys will not be seeing that because Twitch says you're not allowed. Or more specifically, I'm not allowed to display it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, plans today. I think the big one is waist tracking. Like, fully implementing that the correct way. Yeah. I think that's what needs to happen. Alright. But, before that, let's do our woo-wah for the day. You guys may have noticed that yesterday Rumble's stream cut off after about 30 minutes, and I don't know what's causing that. And I've tried searching online for any sort of information about it, and there's just nothing. Actually, one thing I haven't looked at in a long while. I want to double check something real quick. What? Okay, so that does have all of that. So Kick might be going away. I think we might test that on Tuesday or something. Alright. Woo-wah, let's go. Stream started like 12 minutes ago. Nah, but we did have all the fuss with Rumble, so. Ah! Why can't it just be simple? Yeah, I might need to look into some of the Rumble settings because there's a few things in there that I'm not sure what they do. For all I know, maybe it'll solve the issue. But even regardless of that, there's some design aspects of the way Rumble handles streaming that I'm not too keen on. The big one being that I get a new URL every time I stream. And there's not a convenient way to grab what that new URL is dynamically. So I did take a look at this event off stream, and I did do some clears, but The final difficulty bump is insane. I want you guys to see this. For 3 extra stress, all enemies have HP increased by 500% and attack by 150%. That's dumb. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of this event. Like, I can handle the 34 stress, no problem. That extra 3 is nutty. So I don't know how well I'm gonna do on that event. Oh, one thing to check. Already did that this week. So what do I want to be focusing on? Oh, and I got greedy last night. I got very greedy. And I got an extra constellation, or whatever they're called in this game, for Cartothea. Oh, it's gonna be nice. And someday, you know, like a year from now, maybe I'll get her maxed out. What? That. Oh. Apparently what I saw over here was nothing. Oh.
I can fly too.
Oh. Okay. What to work on? She's about as good as I'm gonna get her, I think. Like, having crit damage on this would be nice, but... I guess I can try to get an HP % piece here. Probably the best use of my weight plates today. Oh, actually, before I do that, what weeklies do I need? Nothing. We're done. Okay. Facet suppression, let's go. One thing I'm still trying to learn with this character is what the dodges even look like in her Fleur-de-Lis form.
Listen, the trio of destiny.
Hit me. And do not even need to use her liberation there. Oh, there we go. But why are you not... You know what? Fine.
For silence beckons.
What you gonna do now? Yeah, when she's in this form, her dodge animation is non-existent. But pretty much. And figuring out whether or not she's dodging or taking hits, like, I'm basically staring at the health bar.
Salvation.
Now, if I land, does she turn back? No. Interesting. Just a daily. Long done. See. Got a little more time for this. I guess I'll try to clear one of these. My hopes are not high. Like, I just barely managed this one with 2 massive buffs. Presence skill cooldown is increased by that. Resonance skill consumes HP. Oof. I think I'll take the 50% increase cooldown reduction for down time. Okay, defeating an enemy, or enemies gain the following effect: Queen of the Knight's attack is increased 10%. This effect is attackable. Get bonus damage for beating enemies. Enemies gain the following effect: Queen attack. Ah, okay. So I need to keep the enemies away, keep her attack down. Got it. Resonators or enemies hit by a healing bubble have their attack increased by 50 seconds. For defense, you have to attack. And let's put that on there. And whew, what team am I gonna try this with? It says I should use this team. I'm not sure I believe that. Resonance Liberation restores health. Let's try just armor plating. Because I think I can keep their health over 50% pretty consistently.
Conception. Tuning in. Mind the temple destiny. Listen, the trio of destiny. Crumble.
I thought I dodged. Ooh.
True form. Revealed at last. Atonement. Chaos purified. Sounding the death knell. Salvation. Till
Okay, we're doing okay.
ruin is imminent. Face your destruction. Tide my blade.
And rotation done.
Leave it to me. Food. Commence healing. Rejuvenating snow. Thanks for watching. Let's get serious.
No.
Now presenting a
That'll work.
powerful finale.
And transform.
Bow before Advancing malice. Atonement. Sounding the death knell.
Oh god.
Furious tides.
Yeah, I can't stay. Gotta transform. Okay, we got a good setup here.
You won't escape. I won't down.
Oh, why am I taking so much damage?
Such a nuisance.
That was a dodge, game. That was a dodge.
Administering first aid. Stay vigilant.
I need her liberation.
Tranquility.
Come on, liberation, please. Oh god, she's healing up to full.
An oversight. Acceptable damage. Rejuvenating snow.
That'll work.
Now presenting a poem of finale.
Get to singing. Oh god. That's not great.
Too reckless.
Oh god.
Oceans.
Okay,
Bow before me.
just gotta knock her down. We're fine.
The death knell. Exonerate. Vexing malice.
And oh god! What is hitting me?
Atonement. My blade.
Good enough, good enough, good enough. Get out, get out, get out.
Leave it to me. Appear before me.
Great. I'm grabbing these this time.
Listen, the trio of destiny.
Yeah, I need those enemies gone.
If it's a deal you want,
Like, this is bad.
too reckless. The trial isn't over yet. I won't back down. You won't escape this. Shall not be sheltered.
Oh no 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 no! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Transmitting
Get healed back up.
up here. The pitch is lowered.
Sir, I dodged. There we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Move. Move. Please. Oh god.
If it's a deal you want,
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Woo. Man,
I am Baiju,
that is such just a panic state.
Let me witness where this encounter will take us.
It's been how long? Okay. Yeah, that was plenty of startup time. And I'll just slowly work toward maxing this out. As far as the supply station, have long been done on that. But oh, if I didn't have Cartothea, there'd be just no way. Absolutely no way. But it may be possible because I have her and I have 2 of her resonance chains. How many more days do I have? Oh, I've got a month. Never mind. We're good. I was thinking maybe there was less than a week left, but no, no, no. I'm golden. What does my character look like? I want to make sure I haven't completely messed up how that render looks. Not sure that looks right. Hmm. Proportions are wrong. What's going on? Why are the proportions so different? I know I shrunk the head down a bit, but those aren't the same gloves though. So hold on. Gloves, gloves, gloves. Which ones did I use? Because none of these look right. Oh, it was this one, but a different palette. Hmm. I don't know if I'm happy with this change. And one part that I'm not that's looking very weird is the legs look different. I know I didn't touch that. Let's see something. Yeah, the shoulders need to be bigger, for one. Yeah, bigger shoulders would definitely help. That's not what I want. Hmm. Honestly, they just look like they're too close. What do, chat? What do? Hmm? Hey there, doggo. Am I winning? Maybe? Maybe. Oh yeah, because the bones on that thing are dumb. Oh, I forgot about that. That's... yeah. Alright. Yes, this is Blender. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to position these correctly myself, unfortunately. Garbage. You made an animation using Blender. Are you gonna get me banned? I'm worried. I'm very worried. Dude, very nice. Very, very nice. Congrats, man. Where? Why does it still look like it's the wrong proportion to me? Like, I've reverted all the resizing. Maybe I'm just being too particular. Maybe that's it. Go ahead and save, because I do like the things I just did. Yeah, that is definitely not what I meant to do. Thank you. So this was the reason that I did the resizing. Because if I remember correctly, just did not look right. This size. That certainly doesn't look right. Yeah. Yep. That's why I did the resizing. Okay. Yeah, okay. I guess that's my character proportions. Not a whole lot I can do about it. Okay. What? Okay, next up. I need to set up the waist tracking. That, I believe, is my next work item. Yep. First things first. Under I think this is in common funks. I don't remember where it is. Set camera position. Huzzah! There we go. I need add on here target location z x and y. And I think that will just work. The head looks so small here. Why does the head look so small? Yeah, I think the head needs to be bigger. I don't love that for the other outfit. Maybe I just go halfway in between the two sizes. Maybe that's the play. That feels better. He got manly when you made him pixelated? Did he? I guess. Let's go ahead and set up drivers for all of these, so I can go with only editing one at a time. Copy as new driver. Uh-oh. Hmm? That shouldn't matter. Uh... Okay. We're good. Ah! Huh? Oh. Better. But not correct. Oh, wait, this is the one that I'm just going to not render the face. Or one of the ones I won't render the face, but it's fine. This was another one in the same situation. What was this one? I'm fine with the face poking out a bit. All right. Now let's test out the waist tracking, see if it works the way I expect. Hooray! Now, I think I want to make this a child of the pelvis. But I don't care about your rotation. Yeah, because it's only taking into account relative position. Okay, so child relationship doesn't work. Copy location, maybe, of the pelvis. Don't copy Z. Okay. Time to give some of this a test. Oh, wait, I need to remove the legs on all these, don't I? I never did remove all the legs. Shame on me. Do I just crop that out? Or do I use knockouts? Shirt. Indeed. Do I get rid of this? Probably yes. That looks a little weird. We can do a render test. Oh wait, knockouts don't work for this, that's right. Knockouts don't work. So, I have no choice. Either I end up rendering every single thing twice, or every shirt twice, or I do this. Made a rune. Ooh, fancy. Very cool. Yeah, let's finish all the shirts. Now this needs 2 renders for sure. I'll hold off on that one. It's only a couple pixels in a few angles that I'm going to be missing, so I think it's okay. Made all the textures yourself? Very nice. And making good textures is a whole skill in and of itself. This one might need... oh boy, is this gonna need a separate render? Please tell me no. I really want the answer to be no. Oh, the answer is gonna be yes. No! And every single shirt that does this is going to be a massive pain. Because remember, guys, I need like 8 sprite sheets per asset up here. You are the other problem child. So for this one, all I do is remove the legs. Now, upper, legs, and remove the interior. It's only going to be like 2 pixels per frame. But it'll be worth it. Worth it. It'll be worth it. Dum Dum, just trust in the method. That should be fine. And that's fine. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I should test a render with this. I know this layering technique is effective, so let's use one of the ones where I'm not doing that. See how it turns out. But I gotta BRB, folks. Just a couple minutes. Hello, chat. I am back. So, go ahead and save. And for this test, go ahead and just include gloves and whatnot. Okay. You clean that up. Uh-oh. Oh no, don't tell me I'm gonna have to do the gloves separately too. No, the way I was gonna get around that is by having a bulky knockout from the clothes. That's right. Which one is this? I think I recognize that one, but costume. Yeah, I think that'll give me the effect I want. It'll be okay. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes have definitely been made. And I saved recently enough that I am screwed. Maybe I just go back to my old idea of not having a death animation. Completely forgot about the death animation when I removed these textures. That's... I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna have the player characters die the same way the bosses do. That's what I'm gonna do. Show you what I'm talking about, chat. That's not big. There we go. So many hours wasted trying to complete a project because of stupid library dependency problems. Dependencies are a whole thing. Here's the animation I'm talking about. Oh. Oh, that's not the animation I'm talking about. This is the animation I'm talking about. But the improved version that I made after this. So I'm thinking something similar for the player character. Undertale? That similar to Undertale? Now this animation on the monster is what I'm thinking I'll apply to the player character as well. Like when you die, your character just slows down a little bit. I'm not gonna do all the cracking textures, but have the character slow down more, and then pop. I think that's what I'll do. Because one, I don't necessarily love the death animation anyway that I've got. But I could use the start of it at least. Let me just go through these animations and make sure there's not another one that I've missed. It's going to be an issue. This one's going to be an issue but for a completely different reason. I've got to fix the arm positions on this one. This one I've also got to fix this arm position. But none of them have the problem of the death animation where it shows underneath the character. Oh, and for reference, I am not including the flip in the final render. The animation's gonna go from here to about... maybe there. I might go all the way to around 48. 50. And then I'll just reverse the animation for the character to get back down. Probably with fewer frames, though. That should be fine. What? Why are you down there, sir? Huh. What? Fear jump. Wait, why did it break? Working again, but... Huh. apparently Doggo's turning my stream into show and tell. Which is fine. Just gonna check it real quick. Okay. And never be too careful on platforms like YouTube and Twitch. Neat little lighting effect, I like it. Very good organic movement on the idol here. Nicely done. I do not love how rigid this animation is, but I do not have a better one. All of those are just for lower body, so that's fine. That's another one I probably need to fix up the arm. And maybe reduce the lean. Lean actually isn't too far off. Yeah, this is the animation to test with. Definitely. And let's render that sprite sheet. Hey there, Splinter. How's it going? And since we've got some new viewers, just want to give you all a heads up. That's some swag right there. Yeah, thank you, I think. If you guys want to use any of the custom tooling you guys are seeing me use, you can head on over to my Ko-fi. All supporters get access to anything and everything I work with. Right now, I have 2 tools posted up on the Ko-fi page. The one you're seeing me use now for making sprite sheets. And then the tool for importing them into Godot. Because sprite sheet importing into Godot for large sprite sheets is awful, just by the way. And as far as the model, I did not make this model. I purchased him. Ooh, thief. I paid money for a model. Sir, I don't think that word means what you think it means. Yeah, you paid money to steal it. Sir, I really don't think you know what that word means then. Paid money is that is a take, sir. That is definitely a take. I'll give you that. Huh? Doggo, what are you doing? Hey there, still needs work. How's it going? Oh, don't mind this guy. Do not even engage with the person saying I'm stealing this. It is not worth your time. Like, their phrase, as you read, was, "You used money. You paid money in order to steal." That's how economics works. Yeah. And I'm sure this person also thinks that hiring people to do a job is theft as well. I'm sure. No, hiring people is slavery. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Smooth Brain does not even approach what is happening right here. Just to get a little more... Well, a few more pixels filled in just in case. Just in case. Face. Grid fill. There we go. Yep, slaves get freed. They just walk out the moment they don't want to work anymore. That's exactly how slavery works. I agree. And no one could ever argue differently. This is one of those takes that's right there with like all forms of economic exchange are inherently exploitative. There's no possible way two people could agree to exchange things willingly. It's just impossible. Absolutely impossible. It's absolutely impossible that I exchange my labor. You're diving too much into sarcasm. I would encourage you, since your statements are in no way obviously sarcastic, to include a /s. I highly encourage /s. Okay, what am I trying to render right now? I want lower body walk. Oh no, I forgot about that. Oh no! Oh, that animation is awful. That's not good. Still needs work. Oh, I think part of what I wanted to do for this animation in particular is reduce the amount of movement. That animation's gonna need some work. And I'm still in the testing phase, so it's fine. Hey there, Tellus. It's going pretty good. But you, sir, you ran away before we could work through your problem yesterday. Yes. You were saying that you needed help with stuff in Godot with your light switch for alright. See you in a while. Still needs work. Your FNAF light switch. You're terribly sorry. You better be. No worries, man. I get it. But if you do still want help with that, just let me know. Let's see. And our friend over on Rumble is learning Unreal. Nice. Unreal is probably the best engine to learn. Like, by any objective standard. Probably your best bet on learning an engine. Oh boy. What am I gonna do about you? It's just like Scratch, but harder? I don't know what Scratch is. I think I should probably get a different idle animation. Yeah. Hey there, Siege. Welcome, welcome. So in the meantime, yeah, I don't want that following that. Not take Z. This means I should re-render the other one, I'll bet. Yeah, that looks right. Need help with door opening, closing, and the light switch. Okay. So what have you done and what isn't working? Whenever you want help with anything, when asking anyone for help on stuff, you have to outline what you've done, what you're hoping to accomplish, or let me reorder that. What you want to accomplish, what you've done to accomplish it so far, and what isn't working that you're expecting to work. Those three things are vital to being able to ask for help on stuff. And you would be shocked how many people do not know how to ask for help. And I don't mean people just not asking. I mean people not knowing how to correctly ask so that they can get useful help. You made a goopy goober. Doggo, you don't need to repeat yourself. I got it. I promise your chats are being seen. Let's see. Tellus made some code. Try to click the door button. Doesn't work. Or gives errors. Okay, so first off, your code is executing because an error happens, right? And the phrase "it doesn't work" is terribly useless. So telling me it doesn't work doesn't mean anything. Okay? So first, is the code you wrote. So what you're wanting is push button and then code executes, right? Why is it useless? Because there's an infinite number of ways in which something could not be working. Okay? So let's break it down. So you want to click a button. Yes? have you been able to just do that? Like, have you been able to have user input on an object? And your answer to this might be, I don't know. That's fine too. But let's start there. Do you have an object that can be interacted with? Okay. You don't know. That's also fine. Go 3D character body, I think, is the object type you want to be using. Character body 3D. I believe this is the one. No, that's not the one. Here we are. So a button has to be a collision object 3D. And now it can be any of the collision bodies. Any of the collision objects. So it could be an area 3D, could be a physics body, could be character body, physical bone, could, like, any of these are valid. And then you want to attach your signal here, input event, to a function. Okay? And inside this function, the only thing I want you to put is print hello. That's all I want you to put in that function. Okay? Then go try to click on that object that you've created in the game. Like, start your game up and go try to click on that object. And tell me, does it print? If the console says hello, then you know your code is executing. And how should I code it? What do you mean? Have you ever used a signal before? Let's start there. Do you know what a signal is in Godot? No, I haven't. Okay. Back to basics as far as signals are concerned. Signals are not necessarily a basic thing, but going into the basics of what a signal is. So, all objects that you place within a scene tree have what are called signals. In other languages, these are referred to as callback functions. These are functions that you can hook into in order to drive behavior. And the way the engine works is whenever specific events occur, the engine calls these functions for you. That's what a callback function is. You basically inject your own function into some object from a library, and that object just knows when to call that function correctly. So let me show you one of mine. I think I've got one here. Oh, not there. Where are you? I know I have a signal somewhere. There we go. So over here are your callback functions, or in Godot we call them signals. And here, like, input event is the one that you care about. So what you would do is go here and click connect. When you do that, it says, okay, well, I can put this into any of these scripts. So we're just going to put it into the GD script file for this scene. And I'm not actually going to hit connect here because I don't want to add this to my file. But when you do that, it's going to create a function in your script for you. It'll just be an empty function that has your signature, and it'll have pass. Okay? And once you have that, just have pass here. I want you to just put in the line of code, print hello. That's all I want you to put in your function. Okay? And then I want you to go to run your game and go click on the object you've created that's supposed to say hello. Tell me, does your console print out hello in the output down here? If yes, great. If not, I have questions. What do? Right, I need to... Oh, bother. I rendered with both of those, didn't I? Redo. And since we're rendering and answering questions, troubleshoot. Is it input event? Yes, you want input event. This is the one you care about. But don't worry about all your parameters here yet. That's for later. All we care about at this point is figuring out, is the code actually running that you expect to run? And that's the place to start when developing anything in a new environment, using a new library. Always start by finding how to get your code to execute. Okay, so you walked up to the object, you clicked on it, and it did not print hello. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Don't use that phrase. That phrase is banned. The phrase, it doesn't work, is banned. The correct way to describe what happened to you just now is the code isn't executing. There you go. Because just saying it doesn't work, there's a lot of different ways. Oh my god, doggo. Not you two! Let's see if I can find a 3D project where I can... oh, I have one already. Good. Okay. Okay, let me find an object. How do I move around? Oh, that's fun. The character begins here. And let's add a character body 3D. Where did it put you? Hey. So I have an object. And it wants a collision shape. And let's make it a sphere. Now, the one thing I don't know is how to make actual objects that are visible. Point is an area 3. Ah, just add a mesh. Got it. New capsule. Okay. Nice game. Not mine, just a demo so I can demonstrate how to create this. Okay, so got that. Let me just make sure it's actually visible. Hooray. Now, on here, connect. Oh, game does not have a script. Interesting. So first, attach script. So I have a script to work with. Then input event, connect. And all I want to do here is put print hello. Go. Now, interestingly, the mouse over event also applies. So, Tellist, talk to me. You change the node to character body 3D. So the node type should be mostly irrelevant. As long as it is inheriting from, as it inherits from collision object 3D. So any child object that, or any object that has collision object 3D as a parent will work. Doggo, that's enough out of you. Saying it didn't work with more words doesn't change that you're saying it. Well, whatever I did broke the gun in the game. That's fun. Whee! I do not love the physics handling in this game, though. Oh. The gun does work. It's just, I guess I moved it or something. How do you do that thing with the camera? You're gonna have to be more specific. The thing with the camera. What do you mean? It still doesn't work? What do you mean it still doesn't work? Do you mean your console is not printing out hello? Doesn't print hello. Okay. So, first off, do you see the object that we're talking about in the world? So you saw how I created this ball here, yes? Do you have a ball in your world? Okay. Excellent. Now, in your scene, right? Does your root node have a script here? Like you've got a root node for your scene. Does it have a script? Okay. Doggo, you didn't even use the right word. The script could be on the door. I think that should still work. I don't think there should be any problem if you put the script on the door. Oh, wait. Are you saying you put the script on the door, but you're expecting that same script to be applicable to a button? Yeah, no, then that won't work. Because... no, that won't... As far as I know, that shouldn't work. Yeah, okay, tell us. You gotta tell me what you're talking about. You can't just keep saying it doesn't work. I don't know what you've done. I don't know what you've done, and I don't know what you're expecting to happen. Ah! It doesn't... Okay. What did you change? Okay, so... in Godot, does your root node... Does your root node have a script? Let's go back to the simplest way to do this. Does your root node have a script? Okay. Yes or no? Yes. Excellent. Okay. Niagara system? No, we don't have that here. If you click on this script, do you have your callback function in there? Like in your case, it's going to be some sort of input event. Okay, you have that in there. Great. Awesome. Now, let's go down to your character body 3D. Okay. Under input event, do you have this? Oh my god, doggo. Stop. You're the worst. Okay. if you double click on this, where do you end up? Which script does it take you to? Because I have a feeling you just copied and pasted your code. You didn't actually reconnect it. That's my guess. You're going to continue to do this? You're going to continue to just say more and more elaborate ways of it no work? Oh my god. I have acquired a very unique viewer here. Oh heavens. The system's procedural architecture fundamentally collapses under the weight of unresolvable inconsistencies, rendering the entire operation inert and void of functional utility. Okay, it does not answer my question. What script does it take you to if you double click here? Are you in a script on the door, or are you in the script on the root node? Where do you end up? Like, look at the file name here. Which one do you end up at? On the root node. And your function is an input event and looks exactly like this. Yes? You have to have lied to me at some point along this path. Something you said has to be untrue. I am sorry. Because we have the exact same setup. Like, there's nothing different between us. So, like, you start up your game. You mouse over the object. Don't even click on it, just mouse over it. And then in your output window here, you don't see hello. Operational failure has occurred due to an inherent conflict between projected parameters and real-world execution. Are you just asking ChatGPT for ways to say this? I have a feeling you're just getting this off of ChatGPT now. Yeah, there you are. You didn't even put in the work to make them yourself. I was starting to get very impressed, and then I realized, oh yeah, this is ChatGPT. And it's, oh god. I'm not even saying it. Not even saying it. Okay. So, like I said, something you said is incorrect somewhere along the line. Do you have your source code uploaded somewhere? Like, is your project somewhere that I can access? Because at this point, I need to figure out what you've told me incorrectly, since just back and forth talking isn't going to get us there. Okay, so upload your code to some repository. Like, get your project uploaded somewhere like GitHub, and then I'll take a look at it, if that's cool. Because at this point, wait, what? I didn't have to? What? I don't know what that sentence means. You mean you didn't have to upload it? Okay. I'm just saying, if you want me to be able to help further, I need more visibility on it. The possibility of working is 0% of the way of working, therefore you cannot run it in the way of working. Okay, I don't even know what you just said. I think you just insulted me in the language of someone's people. Is my render done here? I think so. Yes. Tell us, are you going to get me access to your project? Yes or no? Fellas, I want to help you. You need to help me help you. I am desperate to help you. So, Doggo, I appreciate the effort there. A critical deviation from expected behavior has rendered the entire system non-functional. As much as I love your attempt there, that way of saying it doesn't work is not correct. Because the whole system has not been rendered non-functional. Only a specific piece. You don't want to share the project? Well, I mean, I literally just walked through how to do the thing we're talking about, like every single step of the way. And so something has to be different with what you did. I don't know. I got nothing. I have done all the things. Like, we gotta... Oh. Tellist? Did you add a collision shape 3D inside of the character body 3D? Okay. And that, yeah, so if you have created all the things I created the same way I did, then I got nothing. Like, you're either going to have to somehow share the project with me, or create a new project that has just a room and a button. Like, you gotta give me something to work with. Otherwise, there's nothing I can do, right? As much as I'd love to, like, without having some indication of what's different, not much I can do. Create a copy of the project for him. Yeah, Doggo, so the issue is he probably wants to keep the project private so that there's not a risk of like leaking it. Like, I assume this means he wants to eventually sell his game, which is cool, perfectly cool. What I would suggest to get help with this issue is create a new project with just a room and a button that you want to try and click. Just start there, make a bare bones project with that, get that uploaded, and I'll try to help you with that. That's the only way you're going to get more help on this. And I don't just mean for me, I mean just in general. Like, without doing that, I don't think there's anyone who's going to be able to direct you further. Doggo, why have you decided that my stream is the destination for show and tell? What's happening? Oh, what have you got for me? What do I do in your game? Huh? WASD isn't doing anything. Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. So, why did I die? What? Why am I dying? What's happening? Right. Doug, how am I supposed to not get caught? And how do I turn the light back on? Like, I'm collecting batteries. You have to shine them with the light. I did that. But also, my batteries are not doing anything. You have to keep it charged? Well, I'm also noticing there's a fatal flaw in the game as well, since apparently I can rack up an infinite score by just running in circles. But also, picking up a new battery should absolutely make the light start again. So I'd start there, make the light start up again if someone grabs a battery. And two, while I was playing, while I did have a flashlight, it's not really illuminating the creature very well. Like, the detection seems off. I think one problem that I'm noticing, it seems like you don't have a lower limit on your battery, I'm guessing. So what's happening is the battery is draining super fast and going into the negatives. It looks like that's what's happening. I don't know for sure. And then when I go to pick up a battery, it's just bringing it back up to a higher number, but it's still below 0, so it's not illuminating the light. I think that's where your problem is. That's my guess. Yeah, and try this one. What? Well, the hitbox on the saw blade is questionable so far. Oh, okay, I have HP. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, the saw blade is hitting me when that happens. Got it. Okay. Fair enough. Well done. General improvements, I would suggest. Wait, the robot has HP. Okay. So this is how you win your game. Wait, what? The heck is happening? So you can't win your game. Got it. Okay, fair enough. One thing I'm noticing, and this is a design choice, I don't know how you want this to work. The saw blade is moving directly at the player location, as opposed to following the line of where this rail is rotated. And if this is a machine that's shooting this out, it should follow the path of that rotation rather than the location itself. Does that make sense? Like, imagine this is a cannon shooting a cannonball. I would not expect it to, like, the cannonball to shoot off in this direction. But that's what's currently happening. Just a thought. But very nice. And fair warning, anything you send me, I'm going to try and point out ways to improve. Because that's what I do with absolutely everything. But very, very cool. You've added in things like rotation speeds, tracking of an object. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. And not to mention, you have 2 different game states that changes the behavior. Very, very cool. What was I doing here? I think I was supposed to be rendering this again. Yes. Want to know how to make another one better? Okay. Let's see. And just make sure it's safe. Okay. Anytime anyone sends a link, I'm paranoid that something bad's gonna happen. The speeds, for one, seem way too fast. One thing I'm noticing as well, it looks like your damage on enemies and on the player R to heal, F to punch. So first off, for a game like this, movement seems too fast. 2, your bullet logic seems to be saying every frame when I'm connected to something I'm allowed to hit, do damage. Instead, I would say make sure your bullets are only doing damage once. Now, whether that is having them delete themselves the first time they do damage, whatever that is, it seems like I'm getting multiple hits in per bullet, which feels weird. And I think the enemy bullets may have been hitting me multiple times as well, but again, because of how fast the game is, it's hard for me to really break that down. And the fact that the enemies are moving toward the player when they shoot or do something, it's not obvious what's happening there. It looks like incorrect movement. And then the guns they're holding are a bit jittery. Here's a question. Are you having the guns follow the player, or are they actually connected? Because it looks like you're having them try to programmatically follow, as opposed to having them... Uh-oh. What's wrong? They follow... Yeah, so that's not how I would suggest handling that. Is my stream still okay over on Rumble? Because the Rumble player... Yeah, okay, it looks like it's fine. Okay. Yeah, the Rumble player for me is definitely acting like my stream has gone down. So the way things are structured in Godot, you actually make the gun part of the character scene. That way you just have the character move around, and the gun inherits that movement. This does a few things. One, it makes sure that the gun is always in the correct relative position. Two, less computations. You're dramatically reducing your amount of computations per tick, and that's going to make a more performant game. While a game on this size scale isn't going to have that problem, Rah, I got the first time you posted it. Oh heavens. So what is with the red bullets? What is happening here? Wait, are my bullets like deflecting the red bullets? Sir, I think I broke your game. I'm not loving the fact that the enemy bullet like appears close to me and then backs up before launching itself. That feels not right. Like the bullet seems to be appearing in just a random spot. And then it like moves over to something and then finally fires. But if my bullet comes in contact with it at any point, it deviates? Like it... Bruh, how many of these... bruh, I've gotta... I gotta stop. I'll do one more. One more. Because I am curious. Okay, you are the worst. Sir, you are the worst. Ah, well, I got the waist tracking done today. I got those 2 renders. Let's see how they line up. Hopefully they look good. But all in all, very cool. It's fun to see that people are trying to learn this stuff and put out just games in order to learn various skills. Very cool. Doggo, I'm done. No more show and tell today. Simple, like 3... Bro, none of these are 3 seconds. Nope. I need to get my work done. My work need doing. Hmm. Something doesn't look quite right. Maybe it's fine. That's not the one I want. It's okay. All right, doggo. You already got so many things of yours featured on stream today. Come on. That works. Try as you might. Like I said, I gotta get my work done today. What's happening there? Looks a little wonky. No! Seriously? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, that needs some fixing. Okay, I think I'm okay with the solution I've got here. Create scene for testing, for missing pixel. Clean up those. Missing texture. We're missing geometry. I like it. Okay. All right. That is it for work today. Okay with this. One thing that might be an issue is the walk forward and backward. I should test that at some. What? Hold on a second, guys. No, my in paint. Script is gone. What? Hold on. Guess I'm recreating that real quick. How did I lose it? Sorry, I gotta find it. There you are. Well, I guess my work is not done for the day. So I do remember how I made this, so it's not gonna be too big a deal. Float total alpha is 0. Spec 3 2 3. Spec 3 0. For all of the test points. Okay. Finally, if from 5, then that did not do what I expected. Oh? Oh. Oh. That's kind of right. There we go. So that's too dark. Something weird's happening there. I'm obviously gonna have to do more work on this. Quick question. Is making a FNAF fan game in 2D easier? Yes. But that does not mean you should shift gears. Why shouldn't I change? Because the problem you're currently having in 3D, you will have the same problem in 2D. I promise you. I said it would be easier to make the game. However, the thing that you're currently struggling with is identical in 2 and 3D. There's no difference. That's why I say this is not a reason to switch. Not quite how this will end up looking, but it gives an approximation. And I do like this cell shading effect happening, which I'd planned on having anyway. I just didn't expect it to look quite so good. Now, obviously, I've got this weird haloing happening, but I know what's causing that and I know how to get rid of it. Part of the issue is that I'm just setting alpha to 1, which is very wrong. It prints hello now? Nice! So what was wrong? What wasn't working? And we'll finish up with some Dark Souls. The node was not connected to the script. So when I asked you if you connected it, you meant no. And you were looking at the wrong node, or there was a different node. Got it. It happens, man. It happens. It happens all the time. Okay, what are we doing today? Oh yeah, Patches, his questline is messed up. Because I think what you're supposed to have done to like play through every step properly is you come up here, you do not touch this door, you walk over here, do the whole Patches event, come back up, and still do not touch that door. And then finally, you reset the world by quitting and reloading, and then you can get all the Patches dialogue. I think that's what we were supposed to do. Or I said that in the wrong order. You come up here the first time, reset to make him spawn, walk over to do the event, walk back around, and he'll still be here and you can have a conversation. That's what's going on. Oh, I'm all out of Estus. That's not great. What's the fastest way to... I think it's this way. But Tellus, I am very happy for you. I'm glad you got things solved. And this was an excellent lesson in breaking the problem down. Okay, which pieces are working, which ones aren't? See. Right, this goes up. I don't think I want anything from up there. Do I? Oh, I do want to open one path for later. Oh, little dude did not. Oh, no, no, no. How do I have the door not keep looping on open when I hover the door? So this is where you start using those parameters. So in the input event function, you need to tell it if it's not a click event, return. That way it'll only switch when you click. Right now, input event means anything. So if you mouse over it, if you click it, if you whisper nicely to it. Because right now, every slight movement of the mouse is a separate input event. Well, look up the function and look up all the parameters. So in the documentation that I was showing you online, that will tell you what each of those parameters are. What function? The input handle, or input event function. Yep. Just go where I was at in the documentation. And it'll tell you all you need to know. The most important thing right now for you is determining what type of event is occurring when you enter that function. So I imagine there's probably some enumeration somewhere that says, this is a mouse over event, this is a click event, this is blah 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 blah. Hooray! I have acquired a pale tongue. I don't like this spot. Well, goodbye. Let's see if I can... Oh, garbage. Let's see if I can get a lucky drop off of this guy. So the documentation was just on the page for Character Body 3D. Sword? No, no sword. So just go to the Godot page for Character Body 3D. Then step up the inheritance to get to Collision Body 3D. That has the function you care about documented. Or just go to Collision Body 3D. You can do that too. You know what? Seriously? I attempt to just drop you. Drop? No. Bad. Oh, bull. Absolute hot garbage. Where is it in collision? Okay, I'm not helping you with that. No. I have walked you to the water. You're gonna have to drink on your own on this one. I think you know how to use Control F. Oof. Dude, the Arbalist guy over there is just the worst. I think that's what that weapon's called. Arbalist. A very heavy version of a crossbow. Bye. Don't worry, I'll come get you later. Maybe I won't. That's way off into the swampy area. Oh, here's Patches. Hello, Patches.
Yes, I'm Patches. You seem to be up. Do you have business?
You know who I am.
Oh, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was my hand, as you know. But the deed, well, that was the armor's doing. Regrettable, truly. But behold, I'm stripped
But
clean.
behold, I've stripped clean of that unruly attire.
All's well that ends well, right? Yes, we'll... Oh, yes. Now, just a little trinket. You shouldn't... If you're as
What have you got for me? Let's buy all of Sigvard's armor. And that's all I want from you.
Thanks.
But this still doesn't get me down there. Can't tell if an item dropped from this distance. Hey guys, I do love helping on dev projects, but I also want to be careful to not have you guys rely on me too heavily, because at a certain point, I'm basically just doing your project for you. And figuring out where I should draw that line is definitely challenging at times. Hey, come up here. There we go. Ken has weapon? No. Okay, let's go see if the one that fell dropped weapon. Just because I love that weapon. Out of my way. I don't think there's a drop, but there is a shiny spot. I think it's just like actual reflection, not an item. Oh, might be an item. Nope. It's a lie. Yeah, I'll make an attempt at the beacons. I shouldn't have a problem beating them, but, you know, this is Dark Souls. You never know when the game's gonna just decide to mess with you. Or when you're like me and your skills just don't manifest. Little low on Estus, but it should be fine for this boss. Oop. And are we done? Nope, we're not done. Okay, come on, move. Woo! And he's done. Yep. That boss, the entire way to trivialize it is just being able to get in close. Most of my playthroughs I do ranged builds, just because I find it more fun. But that guy absolutely wrecks ranged builds. Let's see. I need to get that code merged at some point, but it doesn't need to be right now. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna wrap things up for today. So, everyone, thank you so much for joining. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give the video a share. Maybe you know someone who wants to learn game dev along with us. And as always, an extra special thank you to my supporters over on Ko-fi. Thank you so much. Yeah. Above all, though, I hope y'all have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care, everyone.